It's on? All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I was asked to do a video, and I've actually been asked and told probably about 10 times. But I do want to at least go over a few things. So here's kind of, anyways, today's August 10th, 2019. I'm Chris Barone. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Lindero Country Club, and I was wanting to get some information out, and a few people, a few close advisors and friends and family, thought this would be a good way. So let's go. There's some questions I don't know, or comments, and I don't know, didn't pre-plan this, so I'll do the best I can to answer them, and I'll give some information on them. So wow. Okay. All right, not so much a question, but basically a comment. You're a bully. Well, I can't think of something crappier to say, but yeah, I'm definitely not that. Never have been, and never will be. I'm actually somebody who hates bullies, right? I mean, that's who I am, and I think that whole thing gets kind of perverted. Who's a bully? The person who starts it, or the person who reacts to defend themselves or to defend an association. And I think that's what that's getting at, which is, and I'll be quick with this because there's, I guess, quite a few things to go through. So I'll try to keep this whole entire video under 20 minutes, so please bear with me. I don't know. So anyway, the bully thing, if you were around this summer, we actually brought in a anti-bullying and a self-defense class to the camp. We did that for an hour for over 3 weeks, and it was great. It was fantastic. And one of the first things, the first thing we teach everybody is how to avoid, confrontation, and the different ways to do it. And these were children we were teaching. So that's our first approach, and is mine in life. I don't have anything to prove. I don't need to read a resume, and I don't need to, I don't know. I don't need to go on about that, other than to say, when it comes to being a bully, the one thing that's prevalent with all bullies is they're empowered when you do nothing, or they're empowered when you cower. Sometimes, doing nothing, that's kind of what we taught this summer, which is, try not to do anything. But in not doing anything, don't cower, because then that empowers the bullies. So, and real quick on this one, God, I hope all my answers aren't this long. Comments. The reality of it is a person's reaction to being bullied isn't bullying. It's standing up for yourself, and that's that. So, what's the next one? I appointed myself CEO. That's an easy one. No, I absolutely didn't appoint myself. I can't appoint myself. I was president, resigned, and the board voted, I think, 4-1, with one person saying no, and that person isn't around too much anymore, and help put us in the situation. So, but I'm getting out of it, getting us out of it. I think we're going to do just fine moving forward. But no, I didn't. And yeah, there was an official vote, and there were plenty of people there who were there, and it was an awesome night. And the support that I have is something I'll never forget, the way people's reactions were. So yeah, that's not true. Okay. What? Oh God, it's an account. I control everything. Definitely, again, probably not an accurate assessment of what's going on. I am the Chief Executive Officer, but I don't control everything. What I do is, handle a lot of the administrative and operational parts of our you know, 8 lines of business that we have here. So you know, that's from the lake to the golf course to the driving range to the pool, to the, you know, restaurant, event room that we have now, to tennis courts, and yeah, we have an art studio. But no, I don't control everything. I don't write checks, and I don't sign for checks. And when I did sign for checks, it made sense. I mean, I kind of think that you would want me to sign for them. I don't know what the glory is in signing for them, but so be it. It is what that is. So no, I don't control everything, and anybody who's objective would see that and know that. So the next one is, I don't golf and I don't know anything about it. Well, you wouldn't know by the hat and shirt and everything I'm wearing today. But no, actually I do golf. I'm just not a golfer. I run, I'm not a runner. And you know, I know quite a bit about golf, actually. So, and you know, I've learned a lot, and that opportunity is great. So again, I guess that's a comment. So I don't think that I'm in the position I'm in because I needed to know more than anybody about golf. I think if you look around that golf course and you see some of the positive changes that have been made, they've been because I know how to assemble teams and good people, and we've had really good people who work for us and worked for us. So that's what's important, you know. I mean, I don't pretend to be somebody I'm not, but so long as I'm in charge of, you know, keeping things up to par, no pun intended, but and getting them better, then that's what I'm going to do. But you know, we're very limited with a budget. We started off from a very, you know, from stuff being stolen from us and not having anything. So yeah, I'd love to do a lot of things right now. So can't do them all, but yeah, I don't know how else to explain that. We missed a lot of things in our budget. Yep. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think anyone, we have $218,000 in our budget. We started with $2,000. Yeah, we may have missed certain line items, but I don't think that we're all that bad as far as where we're standing. We didn't have a budget to go off of from last year, and we did the best that we could, and I'm proud of the fact that we're where we're at. So yeah, we'll get better, but I think what the neighbors and people I know care about the most isn't whether or not the line items are theirs. Are we putting enough money away, and how much? And I think everyone's really pleasantly surprised and happy, and I'm glad to be part of it. So this next one is, you don't abide by contracts. Well, I think I know where that one's going. That's not true. We have probably 30, 40 contracts. We have a contract dispute with one person, and that is what it is. It's a dispute. And you know, I will say this: you can't go around defaming people and slandering them, libeling them, and then expect that you're the victim in the whole situation. With regards to that, you know, I'm just going to say this and make it really clear: I don't pay the bills, and I don't write the checks, and I don't sign the checks. But when it comes to protecting everybody from those who are trying to take advantage of a situation and be an opportunist, I'm here to protect the HOA, and that's my promise. There's a fiduciary obligation that I have as well as the board, and we're not just going to go give money away because what they put on a piece of paper they think is true. There's two sides to every story, and I'd just be careful with what you hear. It's not always true, and that's that. So I'm combative and seek conflict. I definitely am not seeking conflict. And again, I think this goes back to like the first question here, is I'm too combative. I totally disagree. I think if you're agreeable, or you come up to me, or like most human beings that I know, you come up to somebody, you're respectful, you have a disagreement, you talk about it, and you move on. But I'm certainly not trying to seek conflict. Is there conflict out there? Sure. And I get to deal with it. That's part of this job, and especially being as hands-on as I've had to be. I don't foresee always having to be that hands-on, but the situation called for it. I stepped up and took care of the situations that had conflict in them. Life's conflict, so this isn't any different. It's a part of life. So yeah, sometimes there's conflicts, but I'm willing to step up and handle them, and always will. And I think it's a legitimate whatever complaint or comment or whatever. But yeah, and again, my reaction to somebody being combative usually tends to be one where I try to bring it down and calm the situation down. If that doesn't work, I don't cower. So that's the best way I can answer it. I wouldn't put up with I wouldn't put up with this. Why are you? Well, depending on what this is, but I guess it's what's going on around me. I don't have any, listen, it's tough. There's times where it can be really time consuming, but I mean, I think from my perspective, it's what needs to be done. I don't look at it like that. And I look at it, who am I doing it for? I'm doing it for my neighbors. I'm doing it for my friends. I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for me, We were in a tough spot, so I'm definitely doing this for a reason. And yeah, there's a lot of people who wouldn't. I get it. And there's a lot of people who wouldn't be a Marine too. That's just not their choice. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me any better. It doesn't make anybody else any worse, or vice versa. So filling a need, and overall, I really enjoy it, and it's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to represent, my neighbors. I mean, whether you're a CEO of a company or a manager of a store, or you run your own business, really in life, do you ever get to truly represent your neighborhood? There's around over 1,000, a couple thousand people in Lake Lindero. 459 homes. That's around 1,000 people just over that are in this HOA. So it can be difficult. I mean, the people you're representing, if they don't like what you're doing, they're your next door neighbor, they're your across the street friend, they see every day. So it is a tough task, but it's one that I know I can do and have done, and then I'll continue to work hard, and I don't shy away from that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll keep at it, and I get it. So, did I really kick out the restaurant? No, I didn't really kick out the restaurant. The comments and questions, yowza. No, the restaurant itself was in default back in December with GPL, and they left on their own. Did we make life easy on them? Yeah, for many months, life was real easy. But they actually had a obligation to you and to me and to our business to ensure that they were paying their bills, and they weren't. So they're gone. But no, I didn't kick them out, and that's that. So what's the next one? Why do we have so many lawsuits? Well, we live in a very litigious society. I mean, people feel that they're wronged. They want to go to court and settle it, which is fine. I don't have any issues. Just being in a lawsuit in and of itself isn't it isn't a guilty verdict because someone files a lawsuit against you. I think it's an opportunity actually to prove to an objective court what's going on, and more times than not, he who's right wins. It's just the way it is. Small claims is a little bit different, and but still, I mean, I believe in the system, and I trust it. Do I think it's always fair? No. If we had a ton of money and we could hire big, huge, law firms, then yeah, would we be in a better spot? I don't know. I think we're in a great spot. I mean, I think winning as many hearings as we had is great. And it's not the strong suit for the defense to be winning hearings. It's the plaintiffs who's filed them all. So in that respect, wait till the trial, if there is one. So that's it. And then there's one last comment question. Okay, so what do I like most about doing what I'm doing? I like the interaction with people. I like the interaction with our neighbors. I like meeting new people. I really enjoyed learning a tremendous amount of a lot of things that go on around here. And there's a certain amount of pride I feel when I see things getting better. I see the golf course looking better. I see that we're putting away money at a pretty quick pace, and I think that it makes me feel good to be a part of that, and to know that I have so many people who support me and support what's going on, and they believe in me, and I don't want to let them down. I don't. And I won't. And the reality of it is, from where I'm at, it's the hardest part is making sure that I do communicate, because I don't mind doing this, but this is something that I hope works. People can see it and criticize it and what else, but it is what it is. I mean, my thought will always be on what's best for everyone, and not just a certain group of individuals or myself only, and that's it. But more than anything, if you guys have stuck around for 17 minutes and whatever seconds, or how many ever it is, thank you for the opportunity. If it is something that works, let me know, let Judy know. I'll try to do it. I can't make any promises. Obviously things are super busy, but I hope that helps, and I really, really, really appreciate the opportunity to be here and to represent all of you, so many of whom I have a tremendous amount of respect and love for, and you're the reason why I do it, 100%. Don't worry about me, I'm good. I just want to make sure that we get everything done right, and when it's all said and done, we can be proud of who we are. We're Lake Lindero, and we're not gonna, not putting up with anyone's shit anymore. So we want to make friends and all that too, but yeah, times changed, and honestly, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll get a chance to see you guys and say hello if you see me, even if I don't look even if I look like a walking zombie. But again, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing all you out there. Thank you.